Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. What's in your news for the 22nd day of February 2024, career day at Grantley Adams. You can see them doing whatever they're doing here. I want to bring you the news more like, I want to give you more insight into the news, but I'm going to have to really give myself more time to really digest it. I do not have that luxury at the moment, but I want to do that. I want to bring you more insight by actually reading what's on the pages of your news. But I'm just going to go with just the headings and just like peruse it quickly. It's like a brief perusal. So yeah, brace for backlash. The analysts are saying that the government's $1 billion spending hike is a concern. They're thinking it's going to trickle down to taxpayers. You know, you're going to have to pay it back, or they're going to have to make the money. Governments don't have money. Okay? Governments do not have money. Their money is attained by you paying taxes. Okay? It's your money that you pay into the coffers of the government. That's what facilitate the government to do whatever they need to do. It's your money. It's taxpayers' money. Okay? Farm Bridge still a mess. The reading is so small. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to get better at this so that I can really give you some news. It may go into half an hour for what's in your news in the future, but at this moment, I don't have the luxury. Review bank laws. Watson wants consumer protection policies streamlined. Watson is Tricia. I'm assuming that's the new opposition senator. You're going to see a lot with her and the other guy, you know, because they're pretty outspoken. They talk a lot. NPC, the National Petroleum Corporation, is working tonight. Okay. From 10 p.m. tonight, meaning 10 p.m. Today is Thursday, until 2 a.m. Okay, this is happening today, or they will say tonight, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and we're in St. George and St. Michael, the district's Charles Row Bridge, in Roberts Road, Haggett Hall, and Cutting Road, Salters, Dash Valley, and the surrounding areas. Okay, so you have an idea where the National Petroleum Corporation is going to be working. You may experience a scent of gas in the Bell area. Okay. Students explore African links. Banks deny data compromised. I spoke of that under a separate video. Mom thanks donors to medical costs. He got everything. They did a GoFundMe, and it exceeded. Let's say they asked for £15,000. They got like £18,000. I actually went back to the GoFundMe, because if they're thanking you, that means that they exceeded their goals, or they met their goals, and they did. They're very lucky that the money came from Europe, because yeah, Bajans don't usually, you know, help out in that particular way. They need all the money they can get for themselves. Okay, they're still talking about this guy, his official service, or official service for the late ex-top cop. I don't know, Tricia, this is her father. I don't know why he's still being talked about. It's a chapter closed, you know. How good could you be? I don't know. Lord, increased spending may cause uptick in prices. I think they're still talking about government spending. Jetty repairs set for this year. Principal pleased with Ann Hill students' exposure. This is in your news, February 22nd. Festival to honor Richard Stout. Always be careful when you see someone being honored. Always check the fine lines. Check the fine lines when you see that Barbadians are putting certain people's names on buildings and honoring them a little bit too much. Thou dost protest too much. So it's a funny thing. It's the Barabbas effect. Give us Barabbas. I say Barabbas. Barabbas. Give us Barabbas. That is where it goes in my mind when someone is being honored too much, because if you do have a message, you're a target. You become a target. Time for action in Haiti. I don't know if you heard about the official from Kenya who was supposed to be helping out in Haiti, and he was found deceased in a hotel in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you heard about that, but that was something that was very shocking. Falling through the cracks. Treat behavioral illnesses in all of our spaces. Thorn, Yearwood, and leadership. These are commented people who just send in their comments or their editorials into the paper. Alternative medicine. Keep up with tech. Student nurses urged. Yeah, a lot of people are in jobs where they do not do continuing education, and you would think that that would be something that is like essential. Like, you know, if you are an architect or an engineer, a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, whatever, you would think that there are even a carpenter, because there are always new stuff that they're using, components and different things that they're using to build, you know, and it's structurally sound, and they're really, you know, they're good. They've been vetted. And you need to, if you are in any sort of business, even if you're selling like health products, you need to keep up with continuing education. You need to read up about what products were recalled and what products people really like. It should be essential. Continuing education, not only in tech, in everything, but continuing education should be a must in all things. The challenge is to overcome poor self-esteem. Yeah, you should look back on yourself and the things you do. I've always kept diaries, always, and now that I'm writing on social media, I have an opportunity to look back on things that I do. You should always have that opportunity to look back on yourself and to improve. Try. Always try to improve. Global debt at record high. This is more international. That was in your news. And this is Justine, the widow's lawyer, is questioning the judge's authority because she was called. She was indicted. The ex-president of Haiti, the one who was made unalive, and she just got a little injury to her arm. Some of the blacklisted Caribbean countries have been removed. I think Trinidad and Tobago they're still on there. Antigua and Barbuda. I actually read that one, so they're still on there, but some were taken off. Here's Watson again in the news. Since she's been given that senatorial opposition, she's going to be in your news a lot. Amendment to Financial Act passed. Okay, that's a hurdle. Here, he's opposition senator about political posturing of BLP. He's concerned about the political posturing of the BLP. I don't know. You will have to read through. Law will not scare investors, say a black man. I don't know if they're talking about this right here. I don't know. I don't think so. But, you know, like I said, I want to get better at, you know, digesting your news. She says, Tricia says that she was also affected by data breach at Scotiabank. You know, they're denying it. Like I said, I've written about that under a separate cover. I've written about him under a separate cover. I've written about him under a separate cover. So this is, I'm not sure about her, okay? But this is what showed up in your news for Thursday, the 22nd day of February in the year 2024. As you will know, I did it under a separate cover. Jamel Harewood, he had his Thanksgiving service, and we are still waiting to hear about Omar Tate. Don't know what's going on with him, but if you as a village need to come together to help the family out, maybe it's something you should consider, okay? Yeah, I did some other videos that won't show up here in your news. It's my news. So I invite you to go to Naked Departure on YouTube and see all the blogs I've placed there today already. Okay, I'll put some more in later on, but when I do what's in your news, I usually take a break after this, and then I'll return later with other things that come up along the way. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica.